Hey, you guys, it's Pavani J, Nicole Jordan,
Okay.
CEO and founder of Exquisite PR Firm, and the host of Exquisite Conversation and the host of Winding Down Late Night Conversation. I'm going to let you guys know that tonight will be the last night of Winding Down Late Night Conversation. We'll be converting Exquisite Conversation over to Sunday nights. And that will be the show that will be into play from here on out. So we're going to do it like we do it here all the time. I am Pavani J, CEO and founder of Exquisite PR Firm. And to the right of me, I have.
King Jacob, Kennard Media, Kennard Music Management, Exquisite PR Firm. Welcome to the last episode of the Winding Down Podcast. And to
Wayne.
the bottom of me, I do have.
Dr. Rose, CEO and provider of Smiles, Rose Aesthetics. Y'all seem so serious when y'all was giving out y'all manuscripts and shit, man. God dang. But
This,
yeah, I'm a
this
dance artist. I do it all. I love my people. I lift. I gotta give a shout out to my team. I live community, which means I love inspiring future talent. We use a brand based on providing love and smiles to the community. Rose.
man, I love it. I love it. You guys, he got this amazing energy, right? Um, nothing seems like it could ever bother you, Dr. Rose. I am
Oh,
astounded and happy to have you here. You have the most beautiful smile ever.
thank you.
Yes. So that you are a whole lot of people in one. Wear a whole lot of different hats, and I'm going to let you tell everybody what you do because I see that you have a dental practice.
Yeah. See, I look at it like this. I am art, right? So
Mhm.
I do own a dental practice where I'm known for doing cosmetic veneers, but it's basically like small art of the mouth, you know. So everything else we do for the community is part of the art, and just I just love the culture, you know. I really love this shit.
I'm. That's what I love. Look, we here late night conversation winding down. You guys, we're gonna give it to you raw. This is the last show, so if you hear us cussing a little bit, put your babies to bed because we late night.
Baby
This is
should be up right
winding
now
down. Y'all
anyway.
hear me say shit. So tell me a little bit about how did you get into the veneer? Like,
Uh, man, I got on. I went to dental school. So first, I went to nursing school. After nursing school, I went to dental school. I was some kids who just basically loved school because I loved doing like sciences and stuff. It was easy to remember science classes. So I went to dental school, got accepted. Then after that, man, I was like, man, I can't be no regular dentist. I just always said that because I ain't want to go to like all them residencies and shit. I ended up going to a couple, but I like hell nah, it's too much school for me. So I was like, I just rather be a great business dentist. But as far as that, I'd rather be a great cosmetic dentist too as well.
wow. So is there anyone that you've done like any celebrities?
See, I do a lot of celebrities, but I don't like claiming them because you know why, man, they be assholes sometimes. Not all of them. It's a lot of great celebrities, but you get a handful of some that you know, they kind of want their way. But I appease to them because I love them. At the end of the day, and they end up succumbing because how can you turn down a nice smile and fun? Can't nobody turn it down, man. Laughter heals the soul. God damn it. So
Right.
I would say Polo G. He's pretty cool. There's Summer Walker. She's pretty cool too as well. Uh, so yeah, I do them all. It'd be
I
cool.
am really thinking about veneers. I am. I was
I'll
thinking
do it.
about veneers, just because the way everyone's smile is, and it's becoming like a big fad, and just the way your smile is. I mean, I want some veneers.
See, you said one. I needed a new smile. Why? Because my shit was fucked up. I had a rough childhood, so I had bad teeth. But you want them. That you just a want. And the thing is, I always tell people once they fix up every goddamn thing you can fix, what's next to fix? Your goddamn soul. So shit, everybody can fix their ass, their teeth, all that. But man, make sure you fix your spirit too.
For
That's why I
real.
try, man, and that's why I try to like make people understand, like, and have a lot of fun and laughter because laughter heals.
When you say that, um, after you fix everything, because when what's going on right now is the breast, the arms, the butt, and all of these things, but these people have horrible personalities.
I just feel like it be misguided trauma, and they don't know how to get it out. So it just be like insecurities wrapped mixed with a bit of trauma, mixed with a bit of abuse, and just don't know how to deal with or express themselves. So they wrap back around the insecurities, and
Wow.
it's no problem that because it's what we see, and attention brings money now. So it's like a double-edged sword now that we're dealing with.
Absolutely. So tell me about your childhood. You said you had a hard childhood.
My childhood was a wild hood, but I tell people all the time, growing up in a childhood, you don't even feel like you're going through stuff because everybody around you going through it. So it's like it is what it is. You know what I mean? You don't realize it's different until you go out to these schools in these different schools. I didn't realize it was different until I started getting put in like tag schools and stuff like that. So like, God damn, we don't really have this shit growing up.
Right.
So that was when I actually realized that, damn, I actually did live without.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know it growing up because a ghetto, when you're in the ghetto, it puts you around the same people, same resources, same everything. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
like anything is different until you experience life outside of it.
Yes, I was explaining that the other day. I think me and King Jacob were having a serious conversation, and I was telling him the same thing. I would have never known that you never know anything is different until you encountered or tasted greatness, and that's
Fact.
just like eating clams. You wouldn't know that a clam was delicious until you tried it. So without it, you just walk around like everything is normal. Other people who know that it's not normal will express to you that it's not normal, but it sounds benign to you. So I didn't understand either until I
Fact.
grew up and was able to see things in a different light. And then I started to say, wow, man, I
And that's
was
when you gain your wisdom because your experiences, then you live life outside your experiences. You realize, damn, those experiences, this is why they feel different. Now you got
Mhm,
wisdom to share, but people
mhm.
don't listen. So it's like, shit, fuck it.
Right, right. Am I gonna waste my voice? Am I gonna waste my time in trying to like drag you over here, or
Yeah,
are you gonna take heed?
exactly. But that's why you just got to show them now.
So when you are in your dentistry, when you're in
Yes,
your
ma'am.
office, do they get the same personality? Because
They
if
get
if so, I'm coming down there to your
it's,
office. I'm
they
looking.
get everything. I'm telling somebody all the time, like I've been having bad thing in my life. I always say the first thing on my mind, right? But it usually out being something that I can recover from if it's bad because I don't really say bad shit, you know. So like I just do shit like that, and I really like shit. Just literally say the first thing come to my head. So you might get a great me, or you might get a sad me, not because or it might get a quiet me. When I'm down, I just get quiet. So it's not one of the things where I just like, why you not Dr. Rose Day shit? Because I'm quiet today here. I don't feel like being up, you know.
Right,
So
right,
my
right.
energy low. I don't feel like being it. And I tell them something like that. They'll laugh like, really? Yeah, man, I don't feel like being happy all the time. Golly.
I love it because the normal dentist that you see is a stickler, you know. But
Oh,
to
for
be
real?
proud to come and oh yeah, like you're almost scared to go in there and get your teeth done.
You damn near gotta be, because man, man, these bad people crazy when it comes to the damn dental office, man. Say you damn near gotta be a stickler sometimes.
Like it's just like I go into the dentist office and I'm like, okay, they got everything out on the table and everything looks like it should be like taking apart body parts, and I'm like, are you serious right now? This is what I'm about to do. So I usually go live. Like if I don't make it out of here, you guys know where I'm at.
Not mine is a joyful. I make it like a joyful community, really. So,
That's
and I actually push the people around me to be better than just the my dental assistant or managers or anything or my front desk. I always like tell them to strive for goals because it's easy to come live my dreams, but what do you feel like living yours too? You know what I mean?
mm,
So it's one of the things where like, and if their dreams is to be there, make it the best way you can. You know, that's how you find out who's really for you.
wow. That's interesting, and it makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. Um, and you got three songs, three EP epic songs out right now. Three songs.
Yeah, I got like a lot of songs out.
Okay, so what's the name of the CD?
That one's called My Perspective, and that one I did an EP about me going through my trials and tribulations and just getting shot and shit. Then the other
Doctor.
ones, huh?
You are not the average doctor.
Oh, not man, people get shot all the time though. That's the thing. You
They
don't know
do.
you're different until you realize something different. and it's
What
one.
happened?
Shit, I got shot. I was still being me, and that's the thing. And it was not just I wasn't being me. I was still being accessible, and not in a bad way, because you get to a certain point to where you live a lifestyle, and people recognize you live a lifestyle, and people elevate it. You in their head already before you elevate you outside the circumstance you was already in. So I was still doing circumstances like chilling in the hood. Not even just chilling in the hood, like going to clubs and all this stuff. Not realizing people already elevated me before I elevated myself.
Come on. Mhm.
So, and that was the thing.
And you were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I was in my dental office. I was leaving my dental office.
You had
But
some hate.
yeah, just haters, life.
And did it almost take you out the game, or?
See, I live as a blessing. I always tell people that whole day was God's purpose, because I got shot in the back, but they got shot too. People know I kept it going. But it was a lot of things that went on during that time, during that day, that prepared me for what I went through.
Okay. Okay.
So and that's why I tell people, like, your life is really a manifestation destiny, and everybody come into your life are on assignment. You just gotta take heed to what's around you.
Absolutely, I agree. Dang, I love the way you make you got the parables and you make me think. That's true. Everything is an assignment. So I see you have bulletproof, and that gives insight on what pushed you through your recovery.
It gives insight me actually getting shot, like what I was going through. I always tell people, when you get shot, ain't nobody in there playing black ops. You ain't got no razor beam scoping out and shit like that. You see black and white. That's all you see. And all you hear is pat pat. That's all you hear is black and white and pat pat pat. And all bullets from I think my car got shot like 8 times.
My God.
So it was one of the things where it's like, yeah, you don't really, you go through stuff, but you don't realize you're going through stuff at the same time.
Wow. Jacob.
And Jacob on mute over there, man.
Oh, okay. I want to rewind it back a little bit. I want to talk about your college. I want to talk about your college days and your college experience. That led up to you being, Dr. Rose.
My college experience, I was always put in spaces where it forced me to be outside the box. So I can say, like, I was in nursing school, I was around a bunch of white white girls. Literally white girls. When I was in dental school, a lot of people who never even seen what a hood was, like a bunch of white people and stuff like that. When I was in undergrad, I was around a bunch of Asians, so it forced me to learn characters, early, because I had to learn how to interact, and I kid you not, this one Asian dude, we always used to like battle back on make the highest score. He like, what you make? What you make? Like, man, I ain't know what the hell he was saying, but we just used to communicate on some weird ass shit. I used to always beat his ass, but he found out. I started telling my grades early, and he started telling me like he got like 5 points higher. Like, get your lying ass away from me.
Okay. So as you navigated through college, man, what other type of programs did you interact with, as far as
It's
the
crazy.
really
I was like I am now. I was in like I now. I damn near fit in with everybody, shit, because I knew how to do everything. Right, I was smart hood nigga, so I was in the AP classes, but I still was from the hood, so I still relate to hood niggas. And I played sports, so I related to all the goddamn jocks too. So even in college, I related to every motherfucking body, because I know how to rap, I know how to draw. So I used to go to art class. People know I was in choir and shit, like all this shit. So I did so much stuff to where it's like I can't even say I just really had bad experience. Like I was like if you want to talk about like honor societies, I was in honor societies in college, right? Nobody from the hood knew I was going and doing honor society events, like in Austin and shit. And I just was to come back to the hood and chill outside like all day. Then next thing you know, in the morning, I'm going down to Austin and do some like some competitions and shit.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. So
So
what
that
to shock yourself, because
Huh?
you don't seem like you're shocked. You don't seem like you've amazed yourself, like you just
And
smooth.
that's the thing, right? My friend tell me I gotta slow down because I be living my life. When I say I accomplish it and I accomplish it, I be accomplishing shit so fast that my nobody around me gets to enjoy this shit. You
Okay.
know, like I be hitting marks literally fast because I pay attention. You know, I pay attention to what I always said I want to be and what I being and what's being called, right? So it's like when people see you what you always want to be, you're at where you at. You know, you're there. Change up. You know, change up because they see you as that. So it's like you reach the level you want to become. And I realized that early. So when I be like when I was going through nursing school, I was like, ah man, people start telling me like you much better than a nurse. Go for higher. And I start thinking like, oh shit, you're right. Then I go for higher. Shit. And then I get higher. Then after that, like, you should go to this school. I go to school and get accepted, then decline this shit, right? Just cause I want to know if I can accomplish it, you
Mm.
know? And I be doing this shit too fucking much, actually. And I just realized that talking to y'all. See, that's why that's why I don't really go talking to interviews. Because I realize so much shit with talking too. And that's what like my life be. I be realizing shit.
Amazing. Amazing. Go ahead, Jacob.
So I understand that that you always had this artistic flow, this passion, for music, for entertainment. So let's talk about where that began at, because that's very interesting. You know, that you have all these God-given talents, and
It's in
let's.
your head. Like I always tell people, when you interact with so much and you soak up, right? Because I've always been, I had to go out, I always had to go outside my culture because I've been treated like a white kid in a black body. No lie. Because they get to experience so much stuff, right? So when they get to like stage one, it's like they have it, you know, but they had like but they already given the blueprint. So I've always had the chance to experience stuff because I was a hood nigga, but I've always knew about affirmative action, and I've always knew that I was brilliant in certain aspects. So I learned well and I learned fast. So I always put my honor societies. Well, honor societies is nothing but people of different races, you know. So when you're in those classes, you get to learn everything that they're doing as well as they learning you. So I was quiet and just learning a lot of stuff. And I lived through music too.
Wow, just the fact that you are just this amazing person. I'm like, just you don't think that that you'll hear a dentist talk like this. I want to know, did you transition, like did you start rapping prior to ever becoming a dentist?
Nah, see, yeah. So I was always there. My friend tell you, I had a home studio, right? I was organized. I used to have songs written out, everything in like the beats, everything engineered, right? So all I had to do was just go on there and rap and then have our verses. So I was always into music, like in high school. Like I grew up playing like in elementary. I played the baritone instrument. In high school, I was in the choir. But people don't know this shit about me because I never glorified. I never talk about it because it's like you you enjoy it, but you suppress it too as well because it ain't something that I actually want to do. It was actually I had to put in because when you finish your classes early, you have nothing but electives to take. You know, so it's like what you gonna take? Shit, you already took these other classes. You gotta take the classes now. You know, so and that's what I'm realizing. Like, yeah, I had to take them because shit, I finished my other classes. So shit, I was in like something like gymnastics in middle school. Like it was crazy all the electives that I had. Like I said, like when you grow up as the other kids and get to experience so many things, like because you've been in like the talented gifted program, you see a difference. And it's all typically like, man, y'all can do whatever the hell y'all put your mind to. Because I've seen kids who actually live in that realm.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Is there anything that if you had the ability to change it right now in the community, what would it be?
I don't think it'll change because it is generations of trauma, right? And it mutated our DNA to where we're aggressive. We don't know how to communicate right now, and just a lot of things. The way we articulate ourselves is through expression, but the expressions is not controlled right. It's all over the place. So it's like we're talking about kids who never felt loved by their mama because their mama was being abused by their daddy, and their daddy never feeling loved by his mama. That type of stuff going on. So it's like, shit, you just gotta help the ones who want to be helped.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's an amazing thing. So since you accomplished everything that you put your mind to,
Uh,
and I think that that's a great thing because I also think, that thoughts create reality. I'm a firm believer in that. So when I see that um, people making things happen, I know that you thought about it first. And I'm also a firm believer in, um, each one teach one.
mhm.
So things that someone gave me, I want to give back to someone who might be in the shoes that I was in back then, or maybe on their way down the wrong path. So if I can grab a hold of them and just say, hey, look, this you don't have to do this. Go this route. Now it's up to them to take it. You can't. You can. you can bring a horse
But the
to the
thing is, though, right?
take a drink. um,
You don't you don't recognize who you are until somebody see you as you thought you were, and who you thought you want to be, right? And it's like somebody got it from a somebody got to know your story and recognize who you are and what you like. Man, that's who you are, and you realize, dang, there's self confidence. Say, yeah, I am that now. Then you can walk in it. Then the more people see you, it makes you either want to walk in it or elevate. And that's the thing is, like I always tell people, I used to see the faces of kids who never got chose, and when I was getting chosen,
mm,
and I used to see that, and I used to see their faces, and they used to be like, "I don't care, my mama can buy me that," or "I don't want it anyway," or like you say shit like that, and they actually hurt when they never got picked, you know. And I like that's why I always like I just always see the people around me and shit, you know.
mm. And it's a firm, and also what I also believe is hurt people hurt people.
Right, and
So
that's why
when
it's like
you
it's
got
trauma.
absolutely, you have these kids that are angry and hurt people. So they grow up hurt, and that's the first thing a hurt person says is, I don't care nothing about that. I ain't
Facts.
angry, I ain't mad, or that perfect word. I'm fine. They say if you say you fine, that means you really mean fucking.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I said they gotta it takes a lot of rewiring, it takes a lot of household rewiring, it takes a lot of community effort, it takes a lot of rebuild. It takes a lot of people ain't Jesus, so ain't I. So it takes a village. It really takes a village.
It
Like
does.
it takes a village. Or you see doomsday.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because one thing I've learned is that as kids, we all love Big Mama.
Hmm.
We all love Papa. Not that we don't love our parents, but just something about Big Mama. We like Big Mama more than we do our parents. And I just had an experience this weekend with my grandson. And
Hey, I was about to say something, but I feel like that's gonna be controversial. So I'm not even
no,
gonna say
come
that.
on, say it.
I'm about to say COVID took the big mamas. But that's neither here or there. And I'm not gonna start on COVID. But hey, this world is beautiful. This world is beautiful. We can talk a lot offline, but this world is beautiful. King Jacob, it's Nicole.
Okay
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Okay then.
I would like you to talk about COVID, not offline. I want you to talk about it here.
Oh no, no, COVID is one of the things where we gotta be protected out here. We gotta be protected because I am a doctor. Ha ha ha. I'm a doctor. We got to mask up. We got to make sure we stand at 6 feet until we all make sure that we know this disease is under control.
That's so right. I really feel like they dropped the bomb on us. I do.
But hold on. Is that a Rubik's
Yes,
cube in
it
your
is.
hand?
I did. Well, I was hoping you asked him, King Jacob. I
Yeah,
did,
it is.
but I'm gonna assume that Rubik's cube has something to do
Interesting.
with the anxiety that he has. How about
Interesting.
that?
Interesting.
Yep. Anxiety. How you know I got anxiety? Yep. You see it all
Very
over.
I don't
interesting.
know that because I did my research.
Oh well, that's life.
I mean, I was just going to ask you, man, did you rewind the page back when you used to bet your friends that you can't do it this way? So I got $25 that say you can't. So
Oh,
let me
you
show
know
you how
what?
it's done.
And she said, "What do you want to change about?" I don't let shit go. Like I'm the dude that's gonna push you, or I'm gonna push my goddamn self to prove a fucking point. And I gotta
Mhm.
stop. And no, I gotta stop. Sometimes it ain't about being a competitor. I'm so listen, my competitive meter is like so damn high. But that has what made me to this day, to this person I am now. But in some instances, it's just not good. Just not good.
You don't think so? I know someone else that we have a client that said the same thing. He's really competitive. And he actually said it the same way you just said it. He was like, I'm so competitive, man.
Yeah, I'm
Whatever.
saying that nature, it can wear on you because you want to win at everything. And that's when you exert try to do your control
Right,
stuff
right.
because winners know how to control the
Mm.
dynamics. But
But
God is
everybody don't understand it. Everybody do not understand that.
God is in charge.
Everybody don't understand a will strong person.
Yeah,
They don't understand it.
yeah.
You
So
don't think people don't understand?
No, no. If you're not the will strong individual
yeah,
that can understand how a will strong person mind works, you would never understand it.
mm,
I'm strong. Well, I don't think I think I'm a strong-willed person myself. I just think that I've grown and I've learned how to adjust it, and I'm able to use it when necessary because it's power.
I just think second
still
place is up.
manipulation.
If I ain't in first place, I don't want to be in it.
It's manipulation. People not manipulate you, they control. Who control? Oh, back again. You want to be a winner? Oh, got you on that one.
And I said that the other day, Dr. Rose. I said, it's a thin line between manipulation and persuasion, just as well as it's a thin line between love and hate. And if I'm talking to you and I'm trying to persuade you to go my way and you're not going that way, I'll then change the words up and make them necessary to my usage, and they'll become manipulative words, but you won't know that because you're still focused on those persuasive words, but you'll end up going my way. And that still makes me a winner.
But that's the woman's instinct. See, the thing I always tell people, I grew up around women my whole life, right?
Oh, that's the one with instinct. Okay.
No. That's the one. I promise. Women have the instinct because they give life. They're the bearer of life, so they always have the natural instinct. That's why they always make angels women, right? So they have the natural instinct to do a lot of things. That's how she can like, oh, I see you gonna cheat her because I why? Because I know you. She's like, no, 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 no. I know you. That's how I know you're gonna talk to her. That's how I know you're gonna do it. I don't give a damn about now, but down the line, yes, because I know you.
Hmm. Yeah.
When your mother says that to you, yeah. So tell me about your mother and your father. How do
But I
they?
can't say this though. Back it up because duality of life. Sometimes the anxiety can plant a seed that makes it go there. Ooh, you never knew that, huh? That's why I'll be careful with the seeds I plant because putting a thought in somebody's head can create a heuristic moment to where next time you see it, they think of that. And sometimes I don't want that. That's why when I
Right.
create music, I'm by myself. Why? Because I don't want nobody thoughts going to my head first. I want to know what the first thing come to my head.
I heard that before. I heard that before. That people when they make music, they want to write about. I heard that you don't want anything to come
Yeah.
into you. I heard that before. Interesting.
So
So
and mm,
Like I've worked with artists for a long time, and I'm the type of person that are like, oh, I want to bring my boy to the studio. No, you don't.
you're
No,
gonna
you don't.
start giggling and stuff.
You need to be locked in the studio with you and the engineer, and I leave the studio and I come back to see the progression that y'all made.
Or they're gonna
And
think you're an asshole because I be telling people to get quiet.
Yeah, man. Like I don't even want them to be there, man. I mean, get the fuck out by go. You know what I mean?
Yes, cadetry.
So yeah. So behind our team, King Jacob is part of Exquisite PR firm. Yeah. So King Jacob is my COO. And behind me being the CEO, he's the COO. And then we have I designed Exquisite very, very intricately. I wanted to keep my clients nationwide, so I hired someone on each end of the earth so that we can be nationwide. And then I'm in the center of the United States. So we have north, south, east, west covered. And then I hired someone overseas who goes back and forth from Quebec to Dubai. So that's how we keep our people international. So, with that being said, when you plant seeds, um, and you think about them, I think about that all the time. I think about the seeds that I planted in 2021 and how they'll come into fruition in 2022, or will they come into fruition in 2023, depending on what type of seed I planted. I think about that all the time.
You know what I just read? It's crazy. I just read a scripture that said, in order for a seed to grow, you gotta die first, then sprout. And I just was like reading this. It's crazy. I just read that.
Where?
I don't know. I'll be reading. I tell you, people don't know I read all day. It's crazy. Like I pay attention to stuff around me because I know one day I love information. So I'm that person. I just want to get information put in my head. I'm like a robot sometimes, but this neither here nor there. But yeah, I was like, in order for a seed to grow first, you gotta die. And it's basically saying that you gotta bury it. And it was talking about how Jesus had to exert himself first, then go through it and die, then show you, then grow. And that's so true. That is so true. And that's how I look at life now.
It is.
So you got to go through.
It is.
And you'll know.
And you say you love information, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good.
Okay, well, information is power, and power is priceless. For sure.
But
so you would tell me then, with that being said, what you just said, that means that the chicken comes first, not the egg.
You know what comes first? God. Because guess what? Primordial suits means the cell was created. And that's why I always be like, man, I learned a lot because I learned the creation through science too. Mm-hmm. So, and that's why I don't confuse it. I just know the dualities. Mm-hmm. Because the primordial suit means like they have so many theories of how it came from one sperm or from one cell, from one Big Bang theory, or one big old cloud of dust that's busting from an asteroid. And that's how, you always look at your life. You're the world you created, and your cell always want to regenerate to its best form. Everything wants to regenerate to its best form. And I always say, people grow, or they regenerate to their best form, or they get stagnant and coming off and about to die. But only you know where you're at in life. And that's why I try to read perspectives. I try to see where everybody coming from because only they know where they at in life. But if you're gonna fit in my life, I need to know you need to be in the right space. Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest thing that people don't know the spaces they be in. Man, I just realized them goddamn zodiac signs be real. And telling man, y'all need to get on what these women be doing. Shits, man. All that shit. And the moon tides, because like your water, your body 90% composition is water. Moon tide, that's the reason why it's a tide. If you can move a big ass body of motion of oceans and shit, the cells in your body. And I be telling people, man, and that's why I say I love science and spirituality at the same time. Because it does blend. You look at it through me.
He said them zodiac signs be real. Oh man. Whew.
It does. And I'm at the place in my life right now where I have learned and I am learning, and I know that I am definitely a God believer. I do believe in the higher power of the Lord. I do. I went to an all Christian school my whole life until I started having children at an early age. So, obviously I wasn't married, so I couldn't continue to go there. But
you know what? It's the God in you. It's the God in me. That song is real.
Yeah.
That's why I said you got the women instinct. You're a guy. You can give life. You have it naturally. You have the instinct to protect, to shield, to always nurture, to manifest. You manifested a baby out of you, healthy one. Think about it. Think
Yes.
about it.
And his name is Samson, the
Hey,
very
think about
first one.
and that's what I'm saying. So you always have the natural instinct, you know. That's why you have to be the natural one. Be the bearer in cage sometimes. You know why? Because you're a woman. Because you can bear that load. You can share just like you send your kids out into the world, you're caving. Why? Because you know I have to let them go. And that's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Man, you gotta do that all the time. You gotta let it go.
Yes,
Because
that's
women
true.
are strong enough to do it.
That's true. It's so very true. I was telling someone too the other day that when a mother bird, she comes and she feeds her babies worms. She makes sure they eat. She makes sure they do everything that they know how to do. And then it comes a point in time when she has to let them go from the nest and they have to fly. And those that don't fly and make it, those are the ones that we walk past and we see them on the ground and we want to pick them up and help them. Or, oh my God, that's a birdie down there. That's a bird, dead bird. He didn't make it. But the good thing about being human is that we can come back and scoop our babies up sometimes. Sometimes they don't get everything when they're in the nest. Sometimes they don't understand. And I make sure I tell my children, raise your hand if you miss something, because we taught you guys everything that you need to know about this big old heinous world and how you need to navigate in it. But opposed to just dropping them off and leaving them, we do push them out the nest. But at that point, you become a counselor. You become a counselor
You think
because
I can go battle Kevin Samuels, the guy who be hating women?
who?
Ain't this that guy named Kevin Samuels? What's his name? I want to go get on battle. No, I'm joking.
Kevin
Yeah, I got
Samuels, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'm just joking, Kevin. Don't come after me because I come after you, boy. No, I'm joking. I'm ready for you.
I
Pow!
know who
You
you're
ready for
talking
anything?
about, though.
The guy that does what?
Yeah,
I know
he rough, man. Kevin Samuels rough.
but you know how you do rough people? You
How?
just let him talk because he wants to be heard.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to start the shit. You gonna find
yeah, he rough though.
No, I watch everybody. I be looking at these people. It's funny,
Yeah.
So what's your
you know.
next
It's funny
journey?
what this.
What are you
My
gonna
next
do?
journey is to sit back and watch God unfold.
Wow.
You know, because I realize that I have been in control of a lot of things in my life, but sometimes just gotta have faith in the next movement that I'm be led in the right direction. But I already know where I'm going. But I know where I'm going because I belong on the camera. Rose, you see that? I
So,
actually cut my beard this morning. It was so goddamn patchy. God damn it! I was in
so
a
you want
rush.
to be on TV? You want to do a TV show, or you want to be on
I
film?
don't know because I just got to make sure the right message is being passed. Because you know, my friend told me, man, I could have been anything. If you around me, you see the comedy side. You know, if you're at home, you see the cooking side. So it's one of the things where it's like, I don't know. I know. I just want to be the best thing wherever I go. Because, you know, what's next after this is ascension. You know, it goes out there to be with God. You know, am I ready to go do that? Nah, I'm ready to be a superstar. But what kind of superstar? The world may never know. Rosie. For
So,
real.
so when you, how long have you been practicing your dentistry too? Like,
I've
has it
been
been 10?
practicing dentistry for 5 years, right? And in my 6 years, when I started to experience the biggest thing, that's how I know, like, you can manifest whatever you say. Because I told everybody in school that I was only going to do dentistry for 5 years. And in that 6 year, I had the biggest problems. The biggest problems. Because I manifested 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The 6 year, I had the biggest problem, you know. But, you know, and I realized it was time for elevation. And that's why I say you can come back and, like, you always know when it's time for elevation. But, you know, you always feel it.
Right.
You always, it's understanding differently now.
It's true. It's true. Wow. So, do you have any children? If you don't mind me asking.
Nah, man. They keep on saying that in a girl. I keep on thinking about it, man. God damn it. But that's a lot of responsibilities, man. that's the next part of my life is get a baby, boom, manifest a healthy one first. Then I get whatever I take out of this boy or girl. Because knowing these days you gotta steer them. Because man, you start whatever steering room, whatever you want to call it. Because you can rear that mud till that mud go straight. A man can go to a rear, but ain't the LGBT community. They're my cool people. But it's so much freedom nowadays that you they don't know what to be.
Yeah.
No, they don't know. And that's what I see in kids like, yo, you don't know. It's too much information now. Shit, you really can't be who the hell you want to be. But man, you can be whatever you want to be. They let you be a horse now. You go to school with a horse. You go to school with a horse costume the whole year. Yeah, there's little Tommy a horse. It's little Tommy a horse now.
So you have a nonprofit. Tell us about it.
Me and my best friend Isaac Opay, he's on here. I think he's over here. Give a little shout out to whoa,
Hey,
Mr.
Isaac.
Opay, Isaac.
What up, Isaac? What's going on?
Yeah, okay, Isaac Opay. But we started this back in 2000 and something. Let me get that date for y'all one of these days. But it was always started with the intention to spread and like inspiring youth through like hope and a good movement. So I actually was speaking at schools. I've been actually speaking back in schools since I was like 2009 when I first started speaking at schools. So I've always wanted to go back and speak to my former classes and talk about the whole journey of where I come from. Yep. So my journey, my story just keep getting better and better. Shit, man. This motherfucker here, boy. Damn, my story getting good. Oh, shit. I see my people say I should write a book. This whole getting good. Not my being in my damn self.
That's amazing. What's the name of your nonprofit?
I love it. I love inspiring future talent. Shit.
I love inspired future talent. I love it.
It was already written. It was already written in stone. We just had to pick them up and grab them, get all the pebbles so we can go tackle the live with them.
Yes. Yes.
I love inspired future talent. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, Jacob, go ahead because I've been talking.
So, with this nonprofit, what type of programs do you have with inside the nonprofit for the youth?
Our main thing for youth is I tell people when I go speak, we're looking at because we do go back and give scholarships back to the schools we go to, and we have done several things like tie events where we taught kids how to tie. We done back to school events, the whole traditional stuff. But the main focus we go through is, start the rewiring process of getting kids to understand where do their trouble come from and standing like, just because you look like this doesn't mean you can be there. When I go talk to kids, I do not talk to them as they're like students. I talk to them as if they're in AP classes, like I always talk to them. I make them use their brain. I don't want you answering questions back and forth on the piece of paper about my career. I want you to actually listen to me and gather through my talking. They always told me you got to show them instead of tell them, and that's where I get all my expressions from. Because my whole life, you had to show them on paper, or you had to show them in acting. You had to show them over here. You had to show them because you can't tell them you're great. You have to go be great, and that was the thing. So, on paper. You got to show them. You can't tell them that I'm great at school. You got to show them through your word expression. You got to have exaggerations, elaborations, and show them how great you are on paper, right? And that's how you become out with the best essay to get in schools. So that's how we feel like, man, you got to, because I had to be clever, I had to be elaborate. So when we go to these schools, I teach them like, nah, I don't care if these answers on the paper, questions on the paper. Listen to me. I'm telling you about my experiences in this, some good, some bad. So don't ask me what do you love most and what you hate, or what do you love, or do you like your job? I just told you I love it and I love it. On bad days, I hate it. Why do you want to ask me if I love or hate my job now? No. That is something that is straightforward thinking.
Right.
And I don't like that. That's the wrong thing. No, that's straightforward. Do you love it or hate it? There's no always that. The duality is, yes, it exists, but sometimes they exist at the same time. And that's why kids like, I'm good, because they do be good because they out that situation. But when they go home, they ain't good no more because it all exists. So you got to teach them that way. Like, yes, it exists. You can be removed from it, but you got to move your mind. You got to defeat it.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts by working the brain first, exercising it, jogging the thought. That's why it's called jogging it. Exercise your brain. And when it's time for you to receive those thoughts, boom, because you've acquired so much little small thoughts along the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, Lily. So we have Lily on here. Lily has been dear to me. Lily is one of the most amazing people that I've met thus far this year. One of the few, and she is definitely on the top of my stay connected to for the rest of my life list because she's intuitive and intelligent, and she has empathy. And thank you for showing up tonight, Lily. She says hello.
Hey, Lily. You sound like you talking to a spirit right now. I don't see Lily.
I see she
Hey,
you funny, man.
said
Boy, you
hello.
is hilarious, boy.
Hey, I swear to God.
Boy, you is hilarious, man. What the world?
a
Man.
big deal is what Lily is. Lily is a big deal. Look, okay, Ashley. Lily is a big deal.
Doc said, man, you act like you talking to a spirit, man. Where's she at? Can I see her?
Right.
What's up?
She right here. She was just right here. She was just right here.
I ain't see nobody. I'm looking right there too.
Yeah, Lily was just right here. She's right here.
Lily, she.
Lily, show back up, honey. Put her back up on the screen, somebody. Put her back on the screen.
Lily pop up on my screen over here.
Yeah, she did. Yes,
okay, there go Lily. Oh, okay, there go Lily at the bottom. Okay. I'm about to say Lily ain't up on her on me, man.
Yeah. Oh, man, you funny. You funny. Hey, so Doc, man, I'm gonna let you know what I see, man. I see you on TV, and I see that you can intertwine that funniness, that character, and that knowledge all into one. So I see we can have lots of laughs. You know, we can have lots of real life conversations. We can have lots of real life topics, but we can get down to the nitty gritty. You know, back to that great, sitcom that we grew up to back in the day. We'll have real life discussions, but also had some funny things and some funny characters in it as well.
Hey, man, you already look like Carl Winslow right now, talking about family matters.
Boy, you funny, boy. Man. Hey, man, I'm just saying, man.
We love you too, Lily. Thank you so much. This was a
man. We definitely got to get back to that, man. You know, because all the nonsense they got on TV now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we definitely got. I said, man, you know, I told my little cousin, I said, I grew up on how people going to college, a different world. Y'all grew up on love and hip hop. Like
they grew up on sliding the block, man. God damn, man.
Like what?
Like sliding, man. I ain't going outside. They sliding too much, man.
Yeah, man. Like
I ain't saying that enough.
Like,
God,
like they growing up on, you know, how to consist of drama. I grew up on how to go to shows where you go to college and then talk to your parents about what master program you want to go into. You know what I mean? It's a different what they got on TV now.
And that's the thing is, damn, they need me because I look good too. That's the thing. It ain't nothing about looking handsome. God damn it, bros. Don't do it. Don't do it. You did it again. Where'd Lily go? Bring her back up at the bottom of that corner now because I see her now. I'm just joking.
Lily, he is up here being a mess, honey. He's
being a mess. Lily, let me find out you on here. Just on her. What's this? What time is it where Lily at?
It is. Lily. I think it is 12.
Ain't she in ATL, Georgia?
Let me summon Lily.
Ain't she out there with Outcast, ATL, Georgia?
Oh, she 12. Oh, shit. Go to bed, girl. You got to go to work in the morning, I hope.
Yeah, Lily is definitely, Lily is like a neuroscience guru. Lily is like a brainiac.
Tell her, come on, let's go here because we can talk brain behavior all day. And that's the thing. I used to have to read these books front and forward just to study. And I'm glad I actually had to learn all this knowledge because I had to learn about neuropharmacology and pharmacology and all that crap too. So I love it. I love
Really,
it.
you got somebody that can communicate, honey, with you. He want to challenge.
Right, that because you know what they gave a hood nigga knowledge, and that's where they got. Oh, so I still got the hood antics with his brain. Oh, they fucked up.
That's the same thing I thought.
They fucked up, bro. They
Said
gave a hood nigga.
when you can be double breasted like that, you smart.
Yes, and that's why I said they gave a hood nigga a brain. Mm. God, thank you.
Right, right, right. Because everybody don't have common sense. Common sense ain't so common anymore.
At
I've
all.
learned that.
Uh
I've
huh.
learned that, and that in itself is disturbing to me.
Yes, Cadet.
Common sense isn't so common
Well,
here in
see,
Chicagoland area, because that's where I'm at. There's a lot of murder and a lot of pain, and people are killing one another.
Man, they
Um,
sliding out there too.
right, right. It's a lot of people losing their lives for whether it's no reason or whether someone else thinks that it is a reason. No one
The
gets to
the
be
reason
judged.
is the ability to make resources look abundantly, but really they lack resources. And that's the
Mhm.
thing. It looks abundantly and readily accessible on Instagram, but in these communities, they lack resources.
yeah.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
that's the thing. But some of these people don't really have it on Instagram. So it's they're attacking images that aren't real.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
It's this is why I don't really get on podcasts because I talk too much sometimes and I can go way deep into a lot of political stuff. It ain't time yet to go that way. It ain't time to be political. I gotta live my life first. Because that shit there comes with a lot of other stuff.
You
It
better believe it.
it does. It does. It comes with a lot of other stuff. But we need people to stand up, and we need people to, back up these people to and just be strong.
Some
Yes.
people say they tired of standing. Like I've heard people say that, man, I'm tired of standing.
Say, it ain't that tired of standing, man. When you stand alone, you
When you
put your head
stand
on
alone.
you get on chopping block. Bow! People ain't ready for that. People got and the thing is the it's so much stuff going on to where people don't trust anything. You know, see, she went out there because it means it's time to go. Boom. I always get a sign when I'm talking too much. So
You funny, man.
I really do. I
But
always get signs when I'm talking too much.
yeah, Doc, it is out there, man, where people don't trust anything or anybody, and they definitely don't trust anything that's coming from a political realm. So they feel like they're alone, and
Exactly.
and they feel like all they have is them and their kids. And so if it's not about them and their kids, then it's not trustworthy.
Facts. And that's why I say it's got to be a lot, and it got to start from the people who want to see a change first because you can't change people. And I've learned that. And no one's God. We are made in His image, but we're not Jesus. And that's the thing. You know, we have a lot of people that want to go save the world, but haven't saved their family yet. And
Yeah.
that's sometimes who matters the most in these communities because it takes one village and a village of communities and people who want to change and experience that. I experienced every day shit with my family. I mean, God damn you motherfuckers. But I keep trying.
Oh, he said, "Boy, look here, boy. I'm trying to tell you, you absolutely right, well, because some of them, have mercy, man. I would be like, Father, help them, bless their soul right
Man,
now."
you gonna
They
try
always
to
say, let's talk to the person in the back of the church who act like they can't hear.
Yeah, yeah, but believe you me, the person on that back pew can tell you everything that the pastor said way more than the person that's sitting up front.
because
Believe that.
it's like because his granny in the back pinching his ass the whole time. God damn it, wake up!
Yeah,
God damn, what he say? He said, "Nah, you don't." That's why he knows.
It's funny
Yeah,
because
and-
every Sunday I used to every Sunday I used to tell, because I have boys, and when they would go to church, when we would get back, I'll say, "So what was the pastor talking about this week? Was you paying attention?" "Yes, ma'am." "So what was the pastor talking about this week?" I don't know if these kids would like go to some type of thing to figure out what pastors, because my son told me that the churches talk about, all the church talk about the same thing. So it's almost like well, I guess when you have the ability to become a pastor, there's some type of pamphlet or something that, if you're this week we're talking about spirituality.
See, that's the thing, man. If I was I ain't talking about church, man. I'm talking about real life shit, man. I'm getting on top of the thing. Let's talk, y'all. Let's talk it out. Come on. God damn it. Then I'm gonna put some scriptures together. But at the head, man, okay, y'all, I'm tired of talking. It's gonna do that thing. Because that's the thing. People don't really, the Bible, and this is one thing with the Bible, it's justification efforts too as well. And when you receiving that spiritual being and you thinking about it, yes, it relates, but it's only gonna hit home to certain people. So you got to make the most out of that message. You got to make the most out of it. So they speaking of generalized, but one where it's like they catch on to it. But that's the thing. A lot of people don't remember these things to drive it home, because these pastors hit it with verbiage that don't connect sometimes. And that's all in the community. The verbiage don't connect. And that's why when a lot of things happen and they lost that they lost the ability to connect in person. So you try to connect on a computer monitor, but the kids who really never paid attention click that damn monitor down, because guess what? I'm not in that motherfucker no more. You can't pinch me and wake me up. I don't have the group think around me to tell me to wake up or force me to go to the back. So when you lost that ability, you really lost a lot of church for about like 2.5 years. And that messed up a lot of things too. Because a lot of people didn't get grounded during that time. Because if they didn't want to go to church on Sunday in the living room and they was tired, it's just, okay, put the phone down. Oh, somebody called me. Let me go on Instagram. They missed it. They missed that drive home message because
you couldn't do nothing for 2 years. You couldn't go be in congregation. You had to go on Facebook. You had to go on Instagram and listen to your pastor.
And when they didn't touch home, guess what? They tuned out and got bored.
Yeah. Even in school, I didn't understand how you could fail from being, at home going to school. I thought you would rather be, at home. But people don't learn like that. Some people, you got to be
the environment. The environment creates the foundation. So
some
that
people have the classroom.
People, not a lot of everywhere. That's why you have a home. Everyone. That's why a lot of people messed up, because their home is messed up. The environment is dirty. They say cleanliness next to God. If you go home, let me tell you something. When something stinks, it brings your negative energy. God damn, clean the shit. You start cussing off top. These people going home to stinking houses. Listen, my house used to stink so bad, I ain't know it stunk. My homeboy used to, bro, your house smell like crack and other shit. Never knew that. He used to have to give me clothes.
You were inside of it, so you
facts. So I was already fucked up already with that, just being immune to, sense and shit like that. Then going somewhere people talk about me, I'm already, I'm gonna get up on your ass back too now. My clothes thing, but you ugly. I'm saying loud and joking loud for everybody. Can't embarrass me, boy. Because guess what? I know I'm dirty. Oh, I know one thing about me, boy. I am dirty. What about you? What about you, though? You finna hide every insecurities. I had to overcome all this shit because I have shit. So I had to accept it early on. I had to accept my shit, or it's gonna be made fun of where I'm from.
I don't know if it's where you from. I think it's from where everyone's from.
Facts. So
for real,
some people never accepted it and they never got over it.
And that's the scary part. If you never get over it, when you are 40 something, 30 something years old, and you still talking about Emily did and Cecily did and whatever back in the day. And I mean, you need to make amends and apologize. Come on, man. Look, we're adults. Things happen. We know kids are evil and mean.
As motherfucker. But
A kid will make a kid will hurt somebody's feelings because they're honest.
a kid will hide too. A kid will suppress, and that's the thing. We don't want these kids suppressing because you know what? A lot of kids. I think a lot of people in our area suppressed a lot of stuff. You know, but these kids right now aren't suppressing anything. They're just acting out.
Oh, okay, so okay, doctor, please tell me this because I know you know the answer. So we have the millennials.
Uh-huh.
Then we have what? Gen Z, and then Generation X is coming now. The babies that are being born now is Generation X. Is that how that goes? It's like
Oh, I
millennials.
don't know about that. I just be like, shit. I don't know what the hell I'm in. I know I'm in the area where, goddamn, these motherfuckers, these people under us, shit, man. I'm seeing my little nieces and nephews growing up shooting dice. Well, we was shooting dice.
Yes,
But man,
yes,
they
like
spinning the block. That's all I'm gonna say.
they
Let
are
me stop
nothing
saying
like
that.
we were. They are definitely. So what I'm hearing is it's millennial. It's our generation, and
Uh-huh.
then it's the millennials in the 2000s, and then from that it's Generation Z,
Yeah.
and then it's
Then
Generation X. The ones that are coming up is Gen X. So I'm wondering how Gen X is going to be if this generation that we're talking about that's right beneath us
see.
are
Now we
are
can go
no
to now.
holds bars and
Let me tell you
heinous.
something. Let me tell you something. It is hell on earth, bruh.
It's hell
God is
on earth.
coming back. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Because
it's
let me
hell
tell
on
you
earth.
something. Let me tell you something. The way this man, see, I'm talking too much right quick. But I can tell you this. It is crazy madness. Uh, and that's the thing, man. And that's the thing. It's just one of them things where you're right. Would that be a Generation X? And I'm just saying that in serious, because what is the world without a continuing fear of danger?
Mm,
That's how the government is built on continuing fear of danger. That's how they held everything together by the fear.
mm-hmm,
People
mm-hmm.
don't give a fuck no more.
They don't. People do not
So
care.
when you
Care
remove the
how they talk
continuous
to
fear
women,
of
how they
danger,
talk to kids.
when you remove that fear, you see a bunch of outlaws. God
Yep.
damn it. And this is why I don't talk too much because I be predicting shit, so I'm taking it back out. But man, it is crazy. But that's in only certain communities. I can't say because I just feel for my people. That is in those communities.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how I feel. Like there's some things going on right now, like that are around me that I know about. And young people, 8, 9, 10, you feel for your community. That they have to endure the undurable things.
Hmm.
And how do you make them better? How do you heal them? How do you fix it?
You know,
You can't fix it. You
you
just tell
can't
them,
fix it, and that's the
what, go ahead
thing.
and cry, let it out. They don't know how to communicate that with you. What can you do? What can we do
I
to
always
help?
say you can try, but only therapy and just
Therapy,
letting the people
absolutely.
and letting therapy and go because and it's hard letting go. I tell people all the time, it ain't just let go in the mind frame, or you can let go and give to God, or you can let go and cut off, or you can let go and say, hey, because whatever it is, I always tell people, love is selfish, but love isn't from God because God isn't selfish. He gave carelessly, right?
Mm-hmm.
We love with our heart. The heart desires a lot of flesh. The heart enables what it wants, right? So that's why
Mm-hmm.
some people's heart isn't pure because your heart can be an enabler, manipulator, or your heart can be so selfish that it's going to stay in situations where it don't need to be.
Uh-uh. You better say that.
So
That's the truth.
and that's why I said, and at that point you just turn to God because He only one can purify your heart at that point. Because when you don't know what your heart want to be, you need your heart, and that's why women. I always say women got a good instinct. Men got a good instinct too, you know. But You gotta be a pure heart. And guess why I always say that? Because Adam let Eve did it. And Adam led with his heart because he fucking loved Eve. Right?
Mm,
He loved the flesh. His instinct came from his gut saying, no, I'm the one, God. But he led with his heart.
mm.
And the heart desires the flesh. And when your heart desires the flesh, it becomes enabler, manipulator, or whatever you want it to be at the time.
Mm.
Facts, facts.
That's facts. That's facts. And that is the truth. Adam, and that's what the Bible says. Adam loved Eve. And that's how he got caught up.
Yeah,
Mm.
Because
got the whole
he got
dynamic.
caught up like that by following her because he loved her. He trusted her. That
What?
word trust. So
Mm,
if you
mm.
say that about love, what about the word trust?
And
Does
that's
trust and
all.
love come
And
hand
that's
in
the
hand?
no. It's let me see. I did theory right because I know this theory true. It's love, trust, and like. Those are three things. All right, that our relationship got to have because you can love someone. No, no, not respect. It's respect. All right, because like respect and love, trust come as a thing where it's like I said, trust come with respect. I always say trust come with respect because if you respect somebody, you're gonna trust them. These
Yeah.
these are the top because and it comes down to a thing where you trust what the opinion that they saying. If you listening, you don't have to listen to them if you respect what they saying. And that's my biggest thing where I always wanted people to trust me, but my actions, I didn't give respectable actions as a leader. So it's
Uh,
like my actions was reflective of what my mouth was saying, right? So they could
uh,
trust it.
okay.
So if you can, and now they love the respect is gone too as well at this time because if they ain't trust me, I feel like you ain't respect me now. Now if you ain't respect me, it's like fuck you. And now it's
Yeah.
on vice versa like that too. And not if you treat them that way, and your mind frame can go that way. You know, your mind frame can have subtle body languages that goes towards that way. You know, and that's why I said like when you do, even in your head, you seeing. I learned this shit. Like, God damn, I'll be seeing in my head. Fuck, I can't get away from this shit. It might well say it out loud at this point.
Yeah. They say
But
if you
and
think
that's
about it, the Bible said if you think about it, you might as well have it did.
facts, and that's why. But and that's why I said love, respect, and trust. They're two in the same. And that's why I said in each relationship you gotta have love, like, and respect. When you like somebody, in the beginning, like is gonna always be stronger than love. You know, respect because I've done seen people can say they like and love they woman and cheat on them. They just didn't
Huh.
respect them. It wasn't respect though. Just it wasn't was you can love somebody and like them, but guess what? The respect level may not be there.
Yeah.
But respect comes from temptation and all this shit, man. There's be a lot of temptation out
It's
there,
a
man.
whole lot of shit. Come on.
And the flesh, guess what? The flesh won't what it won't. The flesh is a terrible thing, man.
And
Sometimes.
to be able to withstand flesh, to be able to withstand. You
But
are you are a diligent individual and very disciplined individual if you can withstand
mm,
some things.
if you can, yeah, discipline. I would say discipline. I would say discipline because man, say temptations is everywhere. Temptations is in relationship. Like you can be tempted at that given moment of God gonna give you what you ask for and what you say you want it. I mean, with two things, He's gonna give it to you every time. And that's why I believe in dualities. He's always gonna give you two choices of
Mm.
what you consider most important. You know, so it's like this all the time, every time. You say you want to go out, but do you want to deal with the attitude while you're out? Or you say you want this, but do you want to deal with this what comes behind that person? And it's always that. You say you want this lifestyle, hey, but do you want to go through it to get to you? And that's why I look at, hey, life is beautiful. That's why you get up every day and just keep going at it.
Mhm. Interesting. Yeah. I know that this has been one of the most interesting, one of the most intriguing um, shows that I've had. And I would definitely like you to come back here sooner than later to exquisite conversation and bless our um, show with your knowledge and with your smile.
You be lucky to get me because I'm moving on up. No, I'm joking. I'm fucking
You
with you.
will be doing some things and we will be following you. But here within the next 5 to 6 months, we'll contact your manager, Hey Sess, and maybe Isaac, whoever we can get in touch with you. You can always get in touch with me. I'm going to go here on Instagram and introduce myself on Instagram to you. And I am Exquisite PR, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2. On your Instagram, which is Dr. Ross, and see what we can do and get these videos up there and just show them what you're made of because you're more than just a dentist. You're definitely an intellectual, entity here on this planet, and I am very, very, very grateful to have met you today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cole, Bavani, Jay, and King Jacob. I'm out this thing. I can go now.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. See you guys later.
Amen.